Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Stephanie D'Souza, toko ingoa, no waipapa tō mataro. I'm Stephanie D'Souza, the current Acting Director of Compass Research Centre. I'm just covering for Professor Barry Mill while he's on research and study leave. I'm really pleased to welcome you to the 19th Annual Compass Colloquium here in Wellington. I'm glad the weather's picked up a little bit for us, which is great. So for those of you that are not aware of Compass and what we do, we are a quantitative social science research centre based in Te Putahi Maturanga, the Faculty of Arts and Education from the University of Auckland. Waipapa tō mataro. I want to thank you for taking the time to join us today, and a really special thank you to Stats New Zealand and especially Catherine for hosting us as well. Okay, so we do have a range of talks to share with you today. Before we get started with the talks, I just want to introduce you to our team at Compass, and I'll start with our research staff. Many of you probably know our director, Professor Barry Mill, and as I indicated, he's on research and study leave at the moment. There's myself as acting director and with the deputy director that we're all based within the Faculty of Arts and Education within the School of Social Sciences. We have two senior research fellows, Dr. Lisa Underwood, who's at front over there, and we also have Dr. Offa Dews, who will be joining us later on today. And then we have two postdoctoral fellows as well, Dr. Natalia Bovin over here, and then Dr. Sophie Mulan, who will be presenting on Zoom. Our background within our research team combines a range of disciplines and includes statistics, psychology, public health, and public policy. And this is reflected in the type of work that we do, as well as the students that we supervise, the graduate students who tend to come from a range of disciplines as well across these different domains. And then we also have several excellent professional staff who keep us functioning day to day. There is our data manager, Martin von Rando, who has been very, very instrumental in organising this colloquium. So I really want to thank him for all the work that he's been doing as well. We have our research engagement manager, Dr. Suzanne Woodward. So if you heard about the colloquium through LinkedIn, etc., she was putting all that together. Our research operations manager, Amelia Willems, and then two great research assistants that help us with our work as well, Francesca Arns, as well as Fares Al-Qarib. Our mission at Compass is to promote equitable and sustainable outcomes in society through conducting policy-relevant transdisciplinary research that leverages administrative and survey data. This mission is reflected in the projects that we lead and support, each of which address key social challenges through rigorous and collaborative research. I have clustered our current funded or approved projects into three main streams that are reflective of our broader mission. It's important to note that these are our funded projects, but we also have several in preparation or seeking funding, some of which include focusing on evaluating recent changes to ADHD prescribing authority, supporting maternal mental health, enabling well-being of ethnic minority and Māori Pacific communities, for example. And to start off with, I'll go through our health and well-being cluster. So within this cluster, we have projects that look at examining the impact of perinatal interventions on children's long-term health. This work is led by Jane Harding at the University of Auckland, and Lisa has been working on that project. There's work led by Lisa and supported by Natalia, looking at rare disorders in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And Natalia's leading a couple of projects as well, looking at epidemiological changes in relation to multiple sclerosis, as well as work focusing on specific service use for individuals with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Another cluster of our work focuses on social outcomes. We have an MB Smart Ideas grant led by Andrew Spall that is funding some of Natalia's time that's focusing on upward social mobility. a study looking at the impact of incarceration on incarcerated parents and their tamariki, led by Julia Tolmie, that both Martin and Lisa will be involved in. An evaluation of the 2018 Families Package on child outcomes, which Sophie will talk about very shortly. And then a feasibility study on the impact of sex work decriminalisation for workers, looking at health and social outcomes that Barry and Lisa have been involved in. And we also support projects focused on supporting and empowering diverse communities, often intersecting with health and social outcomes. For example, we're working on a survey aiming to strengthen preparedness of infectious diseases for tangata whaikaha Māori. And this is being funded through TNIFA, the TNIFA Infectious Disease Research Platform. Work looking at neurodiversity amongst Takatapui and rainbow communities. Work that Arazu has been involved in, and you'll hear a little bit of her work soon as well, supporting positive resettlement amongst those that experience forced migration. And work that Natalia has been involved with, led by Frances Collins, or the New Zealand arm of the work is led by Frances Collins at the University of Auckland, looking at international mobility. Then we're also involved in conducting a range of surveys. We run the New Zealand arm of the International Social Survey Program. This is an annual program of around 45 countries covering social science research topics. Each year addresses a different topic. So this year, for example, we have work orientations. That is the topic of interest. We're also involved in the New Zealand Election Survey, and you'll hear Jack Vowles talk about that a little later today as well. And then several other surveys that we have been involved in listed up here, some of which are, for example, the Te Ao Marama project was the precursor to the work funded by TNIFA. And then finally, operating as the New Zealand Social Statistics Network, we run a range of short courses designed to equip individuals in social science research methodologies. We will have our next round of courses running in late November, early December here in Wellington. And then we also have courses running up in Auckland in February. So if you're interested in learning more about that, we've, of course, grabbed one of the programs and then also check out the website as well.